Thank you. Thank you so much, Hannah. And it's a really special moment actually to co-host this global demo day with Hannah, because Hannah joined us when she was a teenager herself. So it's almost like a full circle moment, Hannah, isn't it? You were only about 14, 15 when you joined, and now you are studying psychology at Uni of Bristol and interning at Teens and AI. But on this note, just very quickly wanted to welcome everyone here today, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening. I welcome you all to the Teens and AI Global Demo Day. Really thrilled to be here today as the founder of Teens and AI, and it's an absolute honor to host what will be our 8th Global International Women's Day Global Demo Day. So today is a particularly special day because it also marks the United Nations Girls in ICT Day, a global celebration of the amazing young women and girls who are shaping the future of technology. And it's truly fitting that we're here today to witness the culmination of the hard work and innovation of nearly 2,000 young people aged 12 to 18 from all over the world. I think we've had more than 40 countries represented in this campaign, and everyone was learning about AI ethics, innovation in something like 20 different languages. So it's really exciting to be doing this again. We've been at it for 10 years now at Teens and AI, and it's not the end of the work because we seem to be moving very, very slowly and shifting that needle when it comes to diversity and inclusion, and particularly with the relevance to AI. And of course, as we are celebrating today's day, it's very important to remember that the work is not complete. We're only starting. We still need many more women and other genders in AI to make the difference that we want to make in the world. And so it's also really exciting for me to note that 55% of the participants this year were female and non-binary, which again shows our effort in bringing a diverse group of young people who will be the developers of the future technologies, whether it's AI or other innovations. So this demo day is a testament to the dedication, creativity, and passion for AI, and every young person's commitment to using AI for social good. And of course, as Hannah mentioned, we are here because of our partners, Sage and Red Hat, who are supporting our efforts, and we would not have been able to execute this campaign at the scale that we've been able to without their support. We're also really grateful to all of the local ambassadors, every single one of you who believed in us, in our ability to kind of drive change with us. And it's been incredible to work with some of you now for the second, some of you third time joining us to bring this event, this Techathon, to your location. We've had young people inspired in Tanzania, in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Georgia. I think Georgia has been amazing. I think second year, more than 100 teenagers. Ukraine, and I really don't know how you guys are doing this in Ukraine when kids are learning in bomb shelters and whatnot. So it's the kind of effort that I really appreciate because it has not been easy for some of you to even bring this campaign to your kids. And so it's just really incredible to see everyone's effort, and I am just really grateful as a founder to see the vision that I've had 10 years ago, and when I was told, Elena, you will never be able to scale this because hackathons, it's in person and you are just the only one. How can you replicate or clone yourself? But it just every year I prove this to everyone that it is possible to scale, and I can only do this through ambassadors, the teachers, the professors of universities, the high schoolers who join us to bring this to their communities. So I am really, really grateful. And on this note, I also wanted to share that we are really honored and excited that this year we are being joined by Samantha Niblet, albeit virtually, but she agreed to open this event. I met Samantha just before Labour got into government, and I was just excited to meet somebody as passionate as myself about diversity, about women. So Samantha is a member of Parliament, the founder of Labour Women in Tech, chair of Interparliamentary Forum on Emerging Technologies, and we're so honored to have her with us today virtually. She pre-recorded this keynote just for you, and I was just really buzzing when I heard it for the first time. So I hope her passion resonates with many of you in the same way as it resonated with me. Shall we play this?
It's such a pleasure to be addressing you today on Global Demo Day. As a Labour Member of Parliament and the founder of Labour Women in Tech, I am genuinely excited to be speaking to the next generation of creators, especially on a topic as important and as powerful as artificial intelligence, and on International Day of Girls in ICT, after this project was launched on International Women's Day. That's amazing. Today, we're connecting across borders, across time zones. Nearly 2,000 participants. That alone is something to celebrate and speaks to the power of young people and to the growing global movement around tech for good. Over the last 3 months, you've come together to build solutions, solve real problems, and push boundaries through AI and innovation. You've shown that technology can heal, educate, and empower, that it can drive progress on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, from good health and well-being to quality education to gender equality. And all of this has been powered by a UK-based organisation, Teens in AI, now making global waves. That's extraordinary. So to every participant, mentor and organiser, thank you. Your creativity, your resilience and your vision are inspiring. Before I entered politics, I spent my career working in data and tech companies. My job was to help organisations, from small businesses to large public institutions, find the right technology solutions to help them work smarter, make better decisions and serve people more effectively. So I didn't write the code, but I understood the power of it. I saw how the right tech in the right hands could change lives. But I also saw something else. I saw meeting after meeting where the room looked the same backgrounds, the same voices, the same assumptions, driving the design of systems that were meant to serve everyone. And I realised if we want technology that reflects the real world, we need a tech sector that looks like the real world. That's why I founded Labour Women in Tech, to help open doors, shift mindsets, and make sure that women and people from all backgrounds are part of shaping this future. Because if AI is going to be in everything, from how we work to how we learn, how we travel, even how we're governed, then we cannot afford to leave anyone behind. And to young women here, especially you, I want to speak directly to you for a moment. I know how it can feel when you look around a room or a screen and don't see anyone who looks like you. I know how it feels to be underestimated or to feel pressure to prove yourself twice over just to be taken seriously. But I also know you know this. You belong in this space. Tech needs your voice. AI needs your values. Don't let anyone tell you that you need to change who you are to be in the room. You are the room. You are the future. I'm proud to say that the UK government has made women in STEM a national priority. We know the future of tech must reflect the world it serves, and that means you. Our parliament today has more women than ever before. It's a sign of change. But it's also a reminder that progress doesn't happen by chance. It happens when bold people like all of you take action. And that brings me to this year's UK theme for International Women's Day, when this event kicked off. And that theme was Accelerate Action. I want to leave you with one word to carry forward from today: curiosity. It's the spark that leads to innovation, the force that pushes you to ask questions, explore possibilities, and imagine something better. Let that curiosity guide you in your learning, in your leadership, and in your future that you're shaping. Because the future is being shaped, and it's being shaped by you. Congratulations on everything you've achieved, and keep going. We're all cheering you on. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Samantha. If you're listening to us live, I really hope that you appreciate, that you know that we all appreciate you. And it's been really amazing. And as you can all tell, Samantha is really passionate about the space. And we were just so excited when we received that keynote, and it really resonated with everything we do at Teens in AI. So on this note, I just also wanted to thank the many judges, the virtual judges who joined us. I can't mention you all, but I know you've taken quite a lot of time to also look at all of the submissions and help us decide, because of course we've received so many projects this year, and we really needed independent judges to review. I never see any projects because I just know that I'm going to just give everyone full marks, so I keep away from all of these projects. So I had to rely on my friends and colleagues from IBM and from PwC and from Deloitte, and lots of different companies who have joined to support us, and Sage, of course, in Red Hat. So lots of judges have reviewed. I think we had at least 5 judges review every single submission so that this is impartial. And of course, it's been really amazing to work with all of you. So if you are here joining us on this call, please do note that we do appreciate your time, and thank you so much for all your support. And so, as Hannah mentioned, and as Samantha mentioned, this has been a really long campaign. It kicked off in February, and of course in March it lasted 3 weeks. And I can't possibly tell you everything that happened. I have seen a lot of images and videos sent my way about how this was in Tanzania and in South Africa and in Nigeria and in Hong Kong. And so, but of course we have a very short trailer that I would very much like you to all watch, and feel free to dance because it's a very danceable music as well. I know my team always has their hands in the air when they hear this music. So, but it's a really short one. It's only 2.5 minutes, but it's much better for you to see this than me trying to describe what happened and who we've heard from and whatnot. So enjoy this very short trailer. It's International Women's Day, and this year we're celebrating Accelerate Action. This is the theme of International Women's Day, celebrated all over the world. And for us at Tanzania, it's an opportunity to empower 2,000 young people all over the world into AI for impact.
So we've got AI helping women make informed decisions. So AI can be used as an educational tool. So maybe if they didn't have access to education, they can use AI to learn and upskill. But then we also have AI driven solutions like education online and things like that, so they can access it in more remote parts of the world where women typically don't have access to education. The purpose of every Techathon is to empower and inspire young people to believe in their ability to create change. And I think that's what we're all about. We're trying to break those boundaries and bring everyone together so that they could believe in their ability to make a difference in the world.
Today we celebrate International Women's Day, a day dedicated to honoring the important contribution women make to our society. One of the best ways we can accelerate action is by empowering the next generation of innovators. That's why we're proud to partner with Teens in AI, an organization that helps young people access the tools, knowledge, and opportunities needed to shape our future with cutting-edge technology. Whether you dream of starting your own tech company, contributing to cutting-edge research, or bringing innovation to a nonprofit, the knowledge and experience you gain now will help you seize the opportunities of tomorrow.
Don't let anyone rob you of your imagination, your creativity, or your curiosity. It's your place in the world. It's your life. Go on and do all you can with it and make it the life you want to live.
All right, I hope you all danced in or moved around in some way, because it's one of those danceable music tunes. I know our head of marketing, Bev, just cannot stop by dancing every time she listens to that. So on to the Global Demo Day judges. So judges, I'm coming to you now. We're going to spotlight you and we want to hear from you. So please do say hi to us. I'm going to come to every single one of you. Tell us who you are, what you're looking for today. Obviously, describe very briefly what you do in your day-to-day. Not everyone will be familiar with all of the keywords in the title, so explain a little bit of what you do. So I'm going to start perhaps with Gustavo, because this is the second time you're here as judge and you know the drill. So Gustavo Zeidan from Sage. Hi, how are you today? Explain, briefly introduce yourself and tell us what you're looking for today.
Thank you so much, Helena. Hi, everybody. My name is Gustavo Zeidan. I'm Chief Information Security Officer at Sage, and I pretty much secure Sage systems to make sure that we can leave the hackers away from the important data that our customers host in our systems. I just wanted to say that it's an absolute privilege and an honor to be here. I want to say also congratulations to all the participants for getting to this stage. This is a huge achievement. It shouldn't be undermined. I mean, I cannot say that truly that we're not all winners, but there will be a winner, even though I genuinely believe that you all are here for a reason, and that reason is because you have great abilities. So congratulations on that. I was very pleased to see the whole theme around believing that in your ability to make change and applying curiosity. So what I would like to see today is lots of innovative ideas, curiosity. I'm always completely blown away by the quality and the speed of execution that the teams typically bring to the table. And I just wanted to see what your creative minds were able to kind of accomplish this time around. So I'm really looking forward to it and happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you, Gustavo. Thank you for joining us again. And next up, Claire Delalande. She's joining us from Red Hat, and I'm so super proud of my French pronunciation. I haven't forgotten.
Oh, you can be. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be with you today. That's my first time, so very excited. So I'm leading EMEA marketing for Red Hat. So Red Hat is a software vendor in the open source way. So what you need to remember about open source is that everyone can contribute. It's a very collaborative way. Of course, we do have our own developers, but we work with different communities. So this is really something that we are very proud of. There is no frontier, no limit. And this is why I'm so keen to be with you today, because there are no borders neither. And my job as a marketing leader is to help the market to understand who we are and how we can help our customers being a large enterprise throughout the world, and we help to manage their IT infrastructure in a few words. And AI is at the core of who we are. And when we talk to our customers, it's all about modernizing their IT infrastructure. And we are pushing for AI solutions, and we are leveraging AI solutions internally and in marketing as well. So what am I looking for today is I'm very humble. I know I'm going to learn a lot. So that's my key driver today, because all these teens today presenting, they know so much more than I do. So I'm just here to learn and fascinated by the different projects that I'm gonna see. So in advance, kudos to all of you. It's been hard work. You are amazing talents, and I'm really, really humbled to be there today.
Amazing. Thank you, Claire, for joining us. And next up, Saba Rubaei, who is joining us from the Citibank. Saba, thank you so much for joining us. Say hi.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you today as one of the judges for this incredible AI competition. My name is Saba Rubaei, and I lead the international cyber regulation at Citibank. I also work closely with some of the world's top experts on AI governance. So believe me when I say you are diving into one of the most important and fascinating areas of technology today. So what's so exciting about this competition isn't just the tech that you have built, it's how you have built it. You are not just coders or engineers in the making, you are future leaders, you are creators, and the choices that you make now about fairness, inclusion, and safety will shape how AI evolve in your lifetimes. As a judge, I will be paying close attention, not just to what your AI can do, but also how thoughtfully you have approached its impact. Have you considered how it might help or unintentionally harm? So have you thought about bias, privacy, and how your project might be used in real world? There are big questions, and you won't always have the perfect answers. That's okay. What matters is that you are asking them, and you are doing it at the time when many adults still aren't. So be proud of what you have created. Speak confidently, I mean, and be open to feedback. And most importantly, enjoy this moment. You are already doing something amazing.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Saba. Last but not least, Tabitha, a good old friend of mine, also our advisor, and has been judging many, many competitions with us. So Tabitha, welcome back.
Thank you very much. I'm thrilled to be here. I feel like so much has happened since the last time I was a judge, and I'm really excited to see the participants. And I just must say to all of you, well done for having the energy and the confidence to do something like this, when I imagine a lot of your peers are not spending their spare time doing this. So, congratulations just for getting to here. As a judge, I will be looking for two things. Well, a lot of the things that have already been said, but two specific things I'm very interested in. One is how well you understand the user of the idea or the product that you've come up with. I really care deeply about the intended consequences and the unintended consequences, and how you think that this will work out. I'm really bored of products that tech people think are cool that actually no one wants to use. And so that's what I'll be looking out for first and foremost. And then secondly is the teamwork between you, and just getting a feel for how this came to life, because really AI is about humans. And so I want to make sure I can see and understand the humans in the work you've done.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, judges. So on this note, I'm just going to remind everyone what the judging criteria will be. It's the same as every year. We're looking at innovation and creativity. We're looking at problem solving. We want you to actually tackle a real problem. This is not game. This is reality. This is life. We're looking at social impact. Of course, we are focusing on United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We're tackling 3 this year: education, gender diversity or gender equality, and health and well-being. And of course, we're looking at design and technical complexity. It's a Techathon after all. It's not just a presentation. So every team I know would have created either low code, no code, or some code solution, but definitely there is quite a bit of technicality that goes into creating that project. It's not just a PowerPoint presentation. And of course, last but not least, is ethical consideration. As Saba mentioned, it's very, very important that we all understand where the risks might be and how do we mitigate them. And of course, throughout this entire campaign, you would have listened to so many speakers, and we've run boot camps on covering all aspects of ethics and risk and various biases, but at the same time teaching you lots of things that hopefully you have implemented in your projects, technical and not technical. With innovation, we've covered design thinking, and I know there is quite a lot that every single team would have covered on that as well. So exciting times. On to the next slide, where I believe I will just be talking a little bit about the prizes. So you're in it to win some really big prizes. We have tablets to the winners, Arduino kits, which will introduce you to robotics, and then also, of course, come back to AI Adventures to learn about robotics and how to build robots responsibly as well, because we are going to be releasing some robotics courses. And of course, from Tizen AI, we are giving away lots of courses and yearly memberships. Our next program is taking place in the summer, and all three, the winners, the second prize and the third prize, will be offered completely free access to all of this this summer and for the whole year. So lots of amazing prizes. I think the value has been estimated by my team as $10,000 US dollars. So that's a lot to give away, and hopefully you're all looking forward to that. And excitingly, on to the next slide, we're just going to very quickly share what the run of the pitches will be. So we have Johannesburg, South Africa, presenting their project Amapiano. Hopefully it comes with the music as well, definitely trending in our house. Then, of course, Burgas, Bulgaria, with the project High Five. We've got Pakistan this year, Islamabad, Futuristan, and I know Pakistan participants also came from Gilgit Mountains, which I've heard is a really, really remote, hard to reach area. So I always love reaching kids that I was told I would never be able to reach, and yet we are. And of course, we've got kids in Uzbekistan for the first time. So somebody like me, who is originally from Uzbekistan, I'm super proud of the fact that for the first time in 10 years, we have kids in Uzbekistan also innovating. That puts me completely out of the judges' room, so I won't be entering the judges' room to not influence anyone's decision making. But I'm super proud that you're all here today. And of course, I think there is a slight error in here. We have Tunisia, who will be pitching last but not least as well. So on to the first project from Johannesburg, Amapiano. We will be playing your recording because we understand some of the issues and difficulties you've highlighted with Wi-Fi. So we decided to just play the recordings, and then the team is on the call to respond to any questions the judges might have. So hopefully the team is ready, and my team is also ready to play the recording. The judges, hopefully your score sheets are in front of you, and we recommend you add the scores as soon as the project is pitched to you. Go for it.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tabitha, and today, as I am a team set in front of you, we're simply going to tell you about the app we've designed. So the name of the app is Vuga Learn. So Vuga Learn simply means wake up and learn.
Just very quickly wanted to check the sound, because the sound for me is a little bit low. I don't know whether it's for the other judges. It's a bit low, right? Shem, is there any chance you could raise the volume in your... Okay, let's try again. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tabitha, and
Yeah, we still can't hear him.
We still can't hear it very well. Maybe something on your laptop, Shemi, if you could just check once again. I know the subtitles are enabled, but it would be still nice to hear.
So I am a team. For the past 2 days, we have made a data research. This data...
Try again, Shemi. We definitely didn't have that issue during the dry run, but...
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tabitha, and today, as I am a team set in front of you, we're simply going to tell you about the app we've designed. So the name of the app is Vuga Learn. So Vuga Learn simply means wake up and learn. So I am a team. For the past 2 days, we have made a data research. This data research will research about the informal settlements, just like Alexander and Cape Town. And we found out that there is 81% of grade 4 students that can't read for meaning. There is 60+ students per teacher in overcrowded schools. 70% of schools lack textbook and proper resources. 1 in 18 struggles with depression, impacting their learning.
I and my team came up with solutions to the problem, which was
smart content conversations like podcasts, gamified learning like the Tamagotchi, language and accessibility to ensure that learners can learn at their preferred format. Social worker support like the AI we came up with that offers daily mental check-ins, offline learning and smart recommendations. Whether there's electricity or not, you can still access it.
So what it basically is, it's a low-cost Kindle-like device that is solar-powered and is mainly powered by AI. So for example, you have all your textbooks and your AI will take your textbook information and it will refurb that into different learning styles, such as if you want to listen to it in a podcast, if you want to play an educational game like Kahoot, this tablet does all of that. So if we had to go to our demo, which we use Bolt's AI and ChatGPT to create. So we have our sign-in page, username. So on the first get-go, we have how are you feeling today. So you click however you're feeling and you continue. So then you have a mood calendar. Your next area is your learning format. So you have your podcasts, your quizzes, your past papers, and your activities. So in podcasts, you have all your available podcasts that you can listen to per your subjects. So on your textbooks, all your textbooks are loaded on per the South African curriculum and how your school chooses their textbooks. So they are downloadable and preloaded already on the device, so you wouldn't need electricity or Wi-Fi necessarily to access your textbook. Then we have something which I don't think I've seen before, but it's an AI social worker called Auntie B. So if you have to type in stress, it'll give you, it's a chatbot basically that you can chat to. It's your own AI therapist of school. So then you have your timetable with your subjects and your profile. So on your profile, you have all your stats.
So on the AI ethics and responsibilities, we make sure that the AI is safe for education, which includes bias-free learning for all the deaf ones and the disabled ones. Then data privacy, which we have our Auntie B. You tell her your secrets. Our AI will not share your secrets to other people's emails. The ethical AI guidance, we can have podcasts that maintain no swearing and no violence. Then we have the mental health safety. It also includes our Auntie B social worker. Then meet our team. This is our mentor, Miss V. This is Gamu, the founder. This is me, the technology. This is Yuvan, the designer and the AI. This is Balisa, the I forgot. The social impact and community engagement. Then this is Ma'am Jane, our assistant. Thank you.
We heard it, we had to be quiet, but we heard the subtitles really did help. Thank you so much. So the team, I hope you're all on the call. The judges, if you're ready, if anyone has any questions, and I definitely recommend you add this course straight away so that you don't forget. If anyone would like to ask a question or a comment, feel free to unmute yourselves. Gustavo, would you like to kick us off, or Claire? Claire, go for it. Yeah.
Oh, a brilliant presentation. Thank you. It was really great. How easy is it to start? I mean, how long does it take when you're just a newbie and you want to use the technology? How long does it take?
Team, who wants to take this question? You can unmute yourselves, team, and speak to us. Yuvan, yes, you've got your hand raised. Go for it. Unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Your question was how long it would take for a beginner to understand how it works, right?
Yeah, if I was to use your, if I was to start, will it be like right away for me, or do I need a learning curve?
So when you first open the application, they will set up your profile, and there would be a tutorial on how you can navigate the app, especially your AI Auntie B, how your textbooks work, how they are all preloaded. It will all be informative when you first log onto the application. So you will have necessarily a training course before you get into the application.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Gustavo, do you want to go next?
Yes, I thanks. I mean, the proposition I think was very clear, and there is real life application clearly, and I think a lot of thought was placed into the reality of the region and the issue around electricity as well. But I was wondering if somebody could explain to me a little bit on the role of AI. What is at its core? Is that on the content creation, or is it on the chat assistant? Where we see AI playing a more prevalent role into this project, just so that I can better understand the concept.
So mainly, so AI is everywhere in the application. So it is mainly in your Auntie B, your AI social worker, or your AI therapist necessarily. But in your learning formats, AI will is used to figure out what kind of learning formats you are best capable to, whether it be maybe you like games or activities. So there is an AI in the background always checking on maybe your timetable, maybe it's going to remind you your textbooks, it'll give you assignments, but it is mainly in your Auntie B.
Thank you.
Tabitha?
Thank you. I was wondering what feedback you'd had from potential students that would be using it. Did they think it was cool, creepy, something they'd like to start using now?
So a lot of students, they were very fascinated by Auntie B because in South Africa, I feel, especially in a lot of the underprivileged communities, there isn't really much, I wouldn't say therapists, but people they can really talk to. So by having this feature in your application, it really opened the eyes of a lot of students. A lot of them were very surprised at the textbooks. If any of you know what the application Google Classroom is, this really seems like an advanced version of it. Yeah, a lot of students had very good feedback on it.
I'm glad. Thank you.
I've got a question. By the way, a brilliant work you've done, all of you, and it looks like you all had fun during the presentation and during the work itself. So my question is regarding Auntie B. Will Auntie B remember what the conversation between the student and the Auntie B? Will she save that conversation for future? And how do you ensure that this conversation is protected from access by anyone else?
So yes, so your chat history with Auntie B. So Auntie B will remember the kind of problems you have and the type of messages you input. There are security reasons around Auntie B. So anything that you say to Auntie B cannot be spread to anyone else. It is specifically between you and Auntie B. It is personalized to your own needs. So Auntie B will take some of your responses and it will learn. So for example, when you log into the app and let's say you had a problem the day before. So we can say you had a test today and yesterday you came to Auntie B and you were stressed. Auntie B will remember that and it will ask you, when you log into the app, it will ask you, how was your test? Are you feeling okay? Things like that. So yes, it will remember. And all of the information you put into Auntie B is secure between you and the AI.
Right, Claire, you have a follow-up question?
Yeah, I wonder what is now the role of the teacher, you know? How does the teacher can work with the tool to increase the student learning experience?
So the role of the teacher is, so all your textbooks are loaded on. So your teacher will still have to teach the topics and as well as loading on assignments. But there are different, so if they want to do maybe a game, they can do that. They want to do quizzes, they can get the grades off VUCA Learn. So the teacher does still have a very
And a quick follow-up question from Gustavo, which will be the last
I
question.
promise it's going to be very quick. Look, it's fascinating. I was just trying to identify how viable this is in a remote kind of device without internet or electricity, like you said. We know that AI takes a lot of power and computing power, and this problem has been solved over time. But is that going to be a constraint for this project? Or how do you see the future panning out for this project in relation to that computing power required by AI?
So in the developing stages, what was really brought up was a lack of Wi-Fi, but what was also brought up is there is some Wi-Fi available. So with VUCA Learn, there are offline options. So if you do not have Wi-Fi, your textbooks are loaded and they are downloadable onto the app. So you will have access to your textbooks. Obviously, things like your AI and your learning formats may not be available, but things like your timetable, your profile, and your previous history with the VUCA Learn will all be available. And one of the most important things is your textbooks. Your textbooks are a very priority. Even if you don't have Wi-Fi, at least you'll have your textbooks on the application. And when you do get Wi-Fi, maybe you get data or you're sitting in the shop, you have your access to the other features of VUCA Learn. So there are restraints, but you still have some features available.
Thank you.
Well done, guys. Thank you so much, judges, for your questions, and well done, team, for your confident answers as well. Yuvan, thank you so much for surviving this lengthy conversation with the judges. Well done for your confidence as well. Excellent. So we're ready for the to listen to the second pitch from Bulgaria, I believe, Burgos. The local ambassador, Didi, has done such a fabulous job, and it's been an amazing hackathon from what I could tell and seen the images and pictures. Go for it, Shemi.
Our company uses approximately 2,700 videos free nutrition.
Some time ago, Jackie and I attended a lecture that completely opened our eyes. The message was simple but very powerful. We should start reusing clothes borrowed by some second climate instead of the cycle of mass production and various consumption. The textile industry is one of the world's biggest polluters in the world. It takes about 2,700 liters of water to produce only one t-shirt, which is approximately 2 years of drinking water for one person. What happens next if we don't throw any mountains of discarded clothes, fuel, landfills, toxic chemicals that into our soil and waters, and workers suffering in inhuman conditions. But what is the worst part? The worst part is that not only the planet suffers from this problem, but also us, like humans. But we can do something by choosing to reuse, by buying less, by choosing better, by becoming people who think about the future. So in the beginnings, we made a big research to collect our data that we trained our model with. Finally, we stopped at the cargo and found a very specific and well-planned data set. So after we downloaded it, we made some changes to improve it, and then we trained the model. So here's the link of our.
So when you open our website, you can see an animation which shows a bottle turning into water. On top of the screen, you can see a navigation bar where you can open the website. As we scroll down, we can see our flashcards with information about different materials that are used to create clothes. On the bottom of the page, you can see how it markers only where there are stores by cities. It already knows the name of the store. You can type it in our search bar and it shows exactly where it is the city. So those other features we have will give in the account. So we're going to go to the second page chat. In the chat website webpage, we can choose a file of a clothing, which is a wool file, which we send along with the brand that we the clothing. AI and it takes that data and it processes it. So based on its sharing, we get a response that shows how much work was used to create a t-shirt along with some other gas in the environment. And on the bottom, we can see a bar charts in different brands that they use lots of liters for to create single t-shirt.
We're going to feature our chat to respond to what was used.
It's really nice material. Can go to the channels. See few quick messages. Creating here is challenge. Challenge consists of killing your local store and making an out Spanish one for $10 or less, which can then have tools to help others and inspire them, as well as show us how stylish you are. We can also then use our motto, which is take a hand first choice.
All right. Team, I hope you're on the call, the judges. Judges, if you have got questions, feedback, anything you need to clarify, I believe we have a couple of members on the call to answer any questions related to the project. Who wants to be the first one?
Gustavo, you have to go again.
Go, Gustavo.
I'm trying to identify what's the societal challenge that this project is trying to resolve. Really, I'm not sure if that was the quality of the media that I probably missed a little bit of that. So if the team could perhaps articulate a little bit better for us now, what is the real problem, the real world problem that the proposition is trying to address?
Kalian, I can see you have your hand up. Would you like to respond and take this question? You can unmute yourself and respond. We still can't hear you. I think there was a classroom. Okay, I can see the whole team. Okay. Who wants to respond to the question? We can't hear you guys. I believe you might be still either on mute or there might be a technical issue.
Oh,
Yes, we can hear you now.
so can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Oh, great. So our goal is clear. We are fighting for more conscious and sustainable future in the textile industry. We are a team that believes change starts with awareness. That's why we created a project that doesn't inform, it empowers. We are against the culture of mass production and endless consumption where people constantly want more and more without thinking about the cost, not just in money, but in resources, water, and pollution. So our application gives people the power to see the real impact, how much water was used, what the carbon footprint is, and what it truly took to make that product. And we believe that the future, the fashion future is circular, and we are here to help and make it reality.
Understood. Thank you so much. I think that's very clear. Just to play it back to you, it's all about building transparency into the manufacturing process so that the customer can have a more informed decision about what they buy, and which is about the environment when they buy their goods. Is that correct?
That's correct. We like to say it more. We want to change the way people see fashion, not just as mass production and this way of yes, that view.
Thank you. That was very clear. Thank you.
Amazing. Claire, would you like to go next?
Sure, thank you, team. I think it's great. I love the energy and the project. I'm thinking there are already existing application on secondhand stores. So have you thought about, what's next for your app? Is it to partner with those applications so that, you can support those applications and give them a bit of sanity check on their impact on the environment? Or because, I mean, the intent of the app is really clear, but then, how do you go further?
Who wants to take that question?
Well, we weren't really aware of this, but we actually tried to focus more on the impact that the mass production has on the earth, and that's why we decided to create this app actually. And moreover, we have. I don't know if you were able to see it in the pitch recording. We had the challenges page, which encourages the people to buy from second-hand shops, and also every month there will be a new challenge you can try and to experience this. So we hope that more people will like it and we will start to make a big impact because it's really important for us. It's not just for buying second-hand clothes, like we said in the presentation. I have a sister, he has a brother, so it's not just buying second-hand clothes, it's reusing not old clothes, clothes used before, so we can give them a second life. Yes.
Understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can see a real passion with the team, right? They're all really passionate about this project. Amazing. Saba, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I have a comment actually. What you're trying to solve here today, guys, is a problem that the generations before you have created. So you taking on responsibility and no one thought about it as a problem until you guys or now in our current time, people starting to question how much these clothes resources take to make them and recycling them and use it for second hand and reuse it. This is a brilliant idea, and it just show that we are, because of you guys, we are in the right directions for future. You are really contributing to correct what has been done before you guys. So you take a responsibility from someone else's mistake and trying to solve it. So it's brilliant work what you have done. I love the idea.
Right. Yeah, Tabitha, go for it.
I agree with Saba, and I'd love to understand how the team worked together over the course of the program and what the highlights were and what the lowlights were.
Oh, let's mute the...
Okay?
We're hearing some echo. But
So I was asking what some of the highlights of working together were and some of the most challenging moments.
So some of our most challenging moments were probably implementing our AI model, which was trained using data from the World Data Bank, and we've made it so that it doesn't collect your data; it only processes it and discards it. Maybe that was the most challenging part. And of course, thinking of the idea, like deciding that this was gonna be the thing that we're gonna work on, that was probably the actual most challenging part.
Yeah, makes sense. Anyone else?
Any other responses?
For us, like a team, wasn't hard to connect with each other because we are friends in real life. So we've made a lot of projects together, and we love working together.
We have experience together.
That's great to hear. Do you have specific? You always have the same specific roles?
Oh, shit. Maybe if you look at that way, maybe yes, because some of us are good with thinking ideas, some of us are good with designing the project, some are good with implementing the code. We try to switch roles, but like it's natural for us to be in the same role.
But throughout the project, we all
helped each other out
Yes.
if we had any issues going on.
We do all together.
Yeah.
You've done an amazing work, team. I've got a question regarding what challenges, if you are going to implement this AI or make it accessible, what challenges do you think you will face to run this globally? And from who? Who will be the challenging parties for your project?
The biggest challenge will be the actual the biggest challenge will be the actual making of people making the people use the project, because the marketing is probably even harder than the actual writing of the code for the AI models.
I think also that a lot of people don't really buy secondhand clothes at the moment, but in the near future, we hope to encourage them with our project.
Like I said, our goal is to change the way people see fashion nowadays.
All right, well done, team. Thank you, judges. I think we're ready for the third team. I think it is Futuristan from Pakistan, from Islamabad. Girls, I hope you're ready. I think there are 2 team members in that team. Shemi, I think we're ready. Hopefully the sound doesn't fail us. Let's try.
Menopause affects over 1.2 billion women worldwide, yet it remains a silent struggle. Many face disruptive symptoms like night sweats and brain fog, but stigma and misinformation prevent them from getting help. Minova is here to change that. It's an AI-powered platform designed to support women through menopause with real-time, personalized care.
We are Team Futuristan, comprising of Maharush and Mariam, passionate about using AI to solve real-world problems. With expertise in software development and AI, we came together to tackle the lack of menopause awareness and support. Now let's dive into why this problem needs urgent attention.
80% of menopausal women experience disruptive symptoms, yet 60% lack access to proper medical guidance. This affects not only health, but also work and daily life. Despite these challenges, menopause remains under-researched and underfunded. That's why we created Minova, to provide accessible, stigma-free support.
Introducing Minova, an AI-powered platform designed to provide real-time, stigma-free support for menopause. What makes Minova different? Well, it provides personalized AI support. Unlike generic health apps, Minova adapts to individual user needs. It has a culturally inclusive design, and that is, it addresses menopause stigma in different regions. It has a holistic approach, and that is combining medical insights, symptom tracking, and peer support in one place. Minova is built to empower women by providing accessible, personalized, and evidence-based care.
Minova is built on AI-driven, ethical technology to ensure privacy, security, and accessibility. Our AI chatbot provides real-time, multilingual support while respecting user data. The symptom tracker leverages AI to detect patterns while keeping information private and secure. We prioritize evidence-based content and community safety, ensuring discussions remain supportive and stigma-free. And with future telemedicine integration, Minova will provide secure, expert-backed healthcare access. It's not just technology. It's responsible, ethical, and built with care. Welcome to Minova. When users open the app, they're greeted with a simple login page, creating a personalized experience. The symptom tracker helps log symptoms, and our AI analyzes patterns to provide insights and alert users when medical attention might be needed. Our AI chatbot is available 24/7, answering menopause-related questions in multiple languages with real-time, accurate information. The community forum is a safe space where users can connect, share experiences, and break the stigma around menopause. With services and scheduling, users can easily book doctor appointments and order menopause-friendly products. And finally, the Knowledge Library. It provides expert-backed articles on symptoms, treatments, and lifestyle tips. Minova makes menopause care simple, smart, and supportive. Welcome to Minova. When users open the app, they're greeted with a simple login page, creating a personalized experience. The symptom tracker helps log symptoms, and our AI analyzes patterns to provide insights and alert users when medical attention might be needed. Our AI chatbot is available 24/7, answering menopause-related questions in multiple languages.
At Minova, we're committed to ethical AI and inclusivity. Here's how we ensure fairness and transparency. Number 1, data privacy. User data is anonymized and securely stored. Number 2, accessibility, supports multiple languages to reach diverse communities. Number 3, transparency, clear communication on how AI handles personal data. Number 4, no data sharing, no user data is shared without explicit consent. Number 5, inclusive access, designed to be accessible to women in underrepresented areas. Minova is built to empower, not exploit women. We prioritize their privacy, dignity, and autonomy.
Minova empowers women with the knowledge and support they need to navigate menopause confidently. It helps women track symptoms and make informed decisions. In the future, Manova will expand to more languages, integrating telemedicine and developing AI-driven health plans. With Manova, we're shaping a future where no woman has to face menopause alone.
Menopause is a major life transition, yet millions of women lack support. Manova changes that by providing personalized AI-powered care. Join us in breaking the stigma. Together, we can ensure that every woman gets the support she deserves. Thank you.
All right. Well, I've definitely taken that QR code. I want to be testing that. I can see lots of applications. I mean, I know quite a few CEOs and founders. Tabitha, you and I know quite a few who are actually tackling this problem as we speak. So this is a really interesting one. But team, I hope you're ready. Okay, both of you are on the call. Judges, who wants to ask the first question?
I'm happy to
Go for it.
go first. Well, thank you so much. I think the proposition is very, very clear. I would love to, just out of curiosity, just to know how the idea came about, what's inspired and what drove you to come, who came up with the idea and what drove them to come up with the idea, and also how you're gathering the data to identify the correlation between the symptoms and the potential causes for the symptom, and all that. Like, since you're not sharing the data or not, well, talk us through how you're collecting the data and processing it, please.
Go for it, Mahroush. You can unmute yourself.
Hi. So basically, menopause is an unheard of thing in many communities in South Asia, I think especially Pakistan. Even I, as a girl, did not know about it until I think a few years ago, that too from social media. In many cultures, it is like a taboo topic. And I think I was like sitting on the kitchen counter with my mom brainstorming ideas. And I was like, okay, what if we made a period app? And then she was like, oh no, period apps have been done. And I was like, what about a menopause app? And that was sort of the eureka moment. And I went to Mariam and we discussed it together. And we were like, yeah, that is a niche topic that can affect around 50% of the entire population. It's doable, so we went with it. We researched into it. Menopause is a pretty big life change. So we named our app Minova, combining menopause and Nova, which represents this new change. So we learned about the symptoms, hot flashes, a lot of mental health symptoms that come along with it. We developed an app based on AI, all the features that we've discussed so far. And to scale it up, we are planning to start local. And, we do have some profit ideas in store if you want to hear about them. So yeah, thank you. I hope I covered everything that was asked.
Claire, do you want to go next?
Well, congratulations on another fantastic project, very different. I love the fact that you are looking at the future and you want to expand to new countries. That's really bold. As you mentioned, the topic of menopause can be still very taboo in some countries. So how are you going to stay relevant in the countries you will focus on? Because there are some cultural nuances, even sometimes some barriers. You have to integrate the cultural norms. So have you thought about, this? Because to become global, you have to be local as well to a certain degree.
So, hi, my name is Mariam, and for that, we're planning on partnering with local organizations like Rutger Pakistan and Aurat and Sehat Kahani. They're already working with women in local areas and rural areas. So, and they're already working in such areas that deals with taboo topics. So by working with them and by leading a local engagement and having a group of local ambassadors that can reach out to these women in their own languages and contexts, we can maybe fix this problem. And moreover, we're also thinking of working on an SMS-based version so that people who are not able to access Wi-Fi and they're living in low connectivity areas, they can still have access to our app and its resources. So we're not just using advanced AI, but we're also making sure that this technology is accessible to all. I hope that answers the question.
I have a question, Futuristan. It's about, does the system provide an explanation of how it made the diagnosis, for example, or solution? Does it explain based on what? Does it repeat based on this, the information you gave me? I think this is the solution or this is the diagnosis. Does it explain that to the user?
So yeah, this goes back to our AI chatbot that we've integrated inside. We've using machine learning, we've trained it on verified sources. We plan on expanding it, but so far we've done some from the Menopause Society, NHS, I think Pakistan's National Health Organization. And so to ensure that it doesn't jump to conclusions, the AI will not give direct diagnoses, but it does help to a great degree. And if it does think that, medical intervention is needed, then it will refer. Also, it goes back to the core concept of AI. It's built on different systems like inference systems and then databases. And then through that, it sort of tells you the thinking process aside so that you can tell for yourself whether this or this or this applies to me. Of course, an AI isn't perfect, and we will always be striving to change and test and correct. So it is a work in progress, but it can help to a great degree.
I'd love to understand how you did your user testing, how you brought those women together, how the experience was.
So, can you hear me? Yeah. So we've done a small round of testing with the women in our own circle, like our friends, family members, and some medical advisors that we were able to reach to. And so we allowed them to interact with the first version of our chatbot. So, and they were really, they really gave us some honest feedback. Like some of them said the AI answers were like too generic and it sounded too medical. So we tested our AI with real user insights, and we tested it more and more so that it does not sound too generic and make it sound much more easier to understand. Moreover, someone spotted some language issues. Some words in English that does not have a translation to it in Urdu or other regional languages. So we're thinking of building a solution for that also. And that was like a really enriching experience, to see women to talk about their experiences out loud. And yeah.
It's really impressive.
And in the future, we are planning on doing a large scale testing as well.
Good. And how was it like working as a team? What were the best parts? What were the hardest parts?
Okay, I'd like to say something here. I live all the way in Islamabad, that's like in the north, and she lives down in Karachi. We were complete strangers. We initially had like a third person too. It was so chaotic, and then last minute they had to leave, and then it was just us two. And I think what was tricky about us, we're like-minded people, and like charges, they initially repel, and so we were both conflicted. We had different ideas and stuff, and that's what I think is good. We were both honest about it. We worked on our communication a lot. We're both sort of like lone wolves. But I think this was a great opportunity for us to learn how to work as a team, to work on one topic together, to compromise. And I think even, if things go south, I learned a lot from this, and I know she has too.
Yeah. That's really beautiful. Thank you for being so honest. Would you say the same?
Yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations to you both.
Yeah, I didn't realize you guys know one another. Takes quite a bit of effort to make it work when you don't even know, you haven't met each other before. Well done, ladies. Any other questions? Great, then we'll move on to the next team. I think the next team comes from Uzbekistan, and then the final team from Tunisia. All right, so the team I can see is already on the call, so let's hear you out.
Good afternoon. We are Team Abdullah from Uzbekistan, and our project is called EduWars. We are here to solve a major problem in education: how to make learning more engaging and accessible for all students. Traditional learning follows a lecture and text-based approach. Teachers stand in front of the class, explain concepts verbally, and students are expected to listen, take notes, and memorize information. The main learning materials are textbooks and written notes. There's little to no hands-on activities and visual support. This method assumes that all students learn the same way, but in reality, not everyone can understand just by listening. The lack of interaction makes it hard for many students to fully grasp new concepts. Instead of actively engaging with the material, students become passive listeners, which often leads to boredom, distraction, and poor retention of information. The real issue is not all students learn the same way. 65% of students are visual learners, meaning they need to see and experience concepts to understand them. However, classrooms today rely mostly on verbal instruction, making it difficult for visual learners to grasp key ideas. As a result, they lose focus, struggle to understand lessons, and perform poorly in school. Let's take an example. Meet Amina, a student who finds it difficult to stay engaged in class. When teacher explains complex topics, probably she loses focus and struggles to understand. But if she could see and interact with the lesson visually, she would grasp the concept much faster. And this is not just about Amina. 4.3 million students in Uzbekistan alone face the same problem, and globally this number reaches to 917 million. Clearly, there is a need for better and interactive way to learn. That's where Ediverse comes in.
So the solution is Ediverse, a VR/AR-based platform that transfers education. Instead of just reading about concepts, students can experience them in 3D world. VR provides hands-on learning, increasing engagement and retention. Ediverse benefits students across different subjects like science. Students can conduct virtual lab experiments safely, exploring chemistry reactions without any risks. And in history, instead of reading about ancient civilizations, students can walk through historical events in VR. And in mathematics, complex formulas become interactive with 3D models, making abstract concepts easier to understand. And in languages like English, Uzbek students can practice speaking with AI avatars, improving pronunciation and communication skills. Ediverse doesn't just use VR, it also integrates artificial intelligence to personalize learning. AI enhance the learning experience in 4 key ways, like AI-powered personalization, adapts lesson difficulty and provides real-time feedback, and AI-generated simulations creates dynamic VR scenarios for hands-on learning, and AI chatbots tutor answer students' questions instantly, offering support anytime, and data-driven insights tracks students' engagement and helps teachers improve instruction.
Our prototype includes a smartphone app that allows teachers to select their class and subject, like biology, and simply press a big yellow Connect to VR button. This instantly connects their device to the VR system. With this setup, students can fully immerse themselves in virtual reality. Imagine exploring the complexity of human anatomy with AI guidance, making learning more interactive and engaging. This is just a glimpse of how our project can make education more captivating and effective. When using AI in VR education, ethics matter. Fairness ensures no bias. Transparency explains AI's process. Responsibility ensures accuracy, and privacy protects students' data. A key issue is AI bias in history and science. Solution: teachers review and edit AI-generated content to ensure accuracy and reliability. Our team: Otabek, team lead and developer; Zeba, speaker and researcher; Mustari, content and strategy; Abrojan, technical and data analysis.
Team Abdullah John was with you. Let's reshape the future.
All right. I think the team is on the call, the judges. Any comments, any questions?
Got questions. So do you have to have the headset in order to use the AI?
Team, if you're on the call, raise your hand. I think we've seen you speak in the chat. Feel free to unmute yourselves. Who do we have? All right, Mushtari, we don't have access. Shemi, Simdi, can we give access to the team so that they can all speak? Guys, are you able to unmute yourselves? Okay, Mushtari, you should now be able to speak. Unmute yourself. Emna as well. Go for it. We're ready.
Assalamualaikum.
Ah,
Are you audible?
yes, we can see you, we can hear you. Great.
Nice to see you, everyone. So we're Team Abdullah John from Uzbekistan, and so we had some issues with the internet. So can you repeat the question, please?
Sure, of course. So do you have to use the headset in order to use the AI? So you must have a headset.
Yes, exactly. We must use that headset because see, our project is divided into two what can I say, objects or two plans. Like one of them is the application that can provide the what illustrations in the lessons, like in the history lesson. If the lesson is about the USA and UK, imagine if there was a war between these countries. Like AI helps them to generate that war and show them to the students in the VR. Like application helps to make the illustration, and this illustration would be shown in the VR.
VR.
Yeah,
Glasses.
that in that headset. And that AR helps to other students to see while 3 or 4 students are watching using that headset, others can use AR to see the progress, to see the other what they are seeing, what they are watching. Yeah.
Would you expect them to still go to a classroom and wear that VR headset in school settings, or to just learn it remotely from home? I'm asking because I wonder how accessible it is for many of the students to be able to have those headsets and to be able to learn. So a school would be able to provide. So how do you envisage the logistics of solving that problem of accessibility? Will the school ship VR headsets to people and rely on their internet links? Well, how would that work in your view, in the real setting?
Okay, I got you. Thank you for your question. So in Uzbekistan, we have some organizations like Open Budget that helps to schools there would be the top schools like who needs things, and they will provide them money for that schools, like 1 billion sums and 500 sums like that, and uh, we will use that money for buying that VR and AR technology, and we will make the application using AI by ourselves. That we don't need much money for that, but we need much money for the object, yeah, for the technology. Therefore, we can ask for that organizations to help us, and they surely help us because they every 6 months in Uzbekistan they help to schools to provide some money for their needs. So we can ask help from them. And in Central Asia, like we know, you know that we came from like what United Soviet, like from Russia system. Therefore, all the lessons are in the same schedule. Like one teacher will come and she will tell one story, like it's a traditional method in every school, and it's really boring for the students, and student cannot what get what he wants, what the teacher is telling, and he uses that student uses his phone during the lesson, and where he loses his time and his energy, and he, instead of that he can use that time for other things. So why do we need schools if such the same tradition continues? So to avoid to solve this problem, we came up with an idea that AR and VR, where students, it's the new thing for the students, and students like it's interesting for them, and by this we can take their attention, and then we can engage them to the lessons where they can learn something from the topic instead of learning nothing. So as I said, that kind of organizations can help to schools in Uzbekistan, and in my opinion in Central Asia also we can find such kind of organizations, or we can work in partnership with the businesses so that they can help us financially. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. It's a lovely way to digitize like learning. And to be honest, I'm one of the people who used to struggle to go to school and focus on the very kind of traditional template. So it certainly helps with neurodivergence and people with different kind of types of learning kind of skills. So thanks for such an idea. That's an amazing project.
Leah, I think you had a question.
Well, first of all, kudos team, amazing project. Once again, super impressed. I think your project relies as well on personalization of the different learning styles. So how do you measure that, the AI powered personalization is really working well, or how do you measure the effectiveness?
Effectiveness. You mean the progress, like students' progress, or how we can measure how AI is creating the like illustrations during the lesson?
I mean, you just had a question from Gustavo, and then from me. I mean, Gustavo and I, we are very different people, so potentially the way we learn is very different. So how do you ensure that, Gustavo's experience is going to work as good as my experience, knowing that we have different profiles and different ways of learning?
So we know that even in the Google also we can see the translators, real-time translators, where I can help every student or every person translate the the text they want. Like so, especially AI. In my opinion, AI has a more power than that Google. In my opinion, like it can translate what the situation, the illustrations, even more faster than the Google. And then like before the lesson starts, why do we need teachers? Like teachers will before the lesson starts, teachers will generate in the VR in the application in the AI. They will generate that today's topic is about the William Shakespeare, and can you find information about him, and can you make it like understandable for the people in our school? And by this, teacher can prepare for her lesson, and by this, she knows that. For example, if you are my teacher and you know how I understand, how I can get the information, therefore you can prepare before the lesson, like how Otabe can understand that topic, how can and you can check that AI's generation and see whether it fits me or not. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was a tough question and you really answered super well. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Well done, team. We still have another team to listen to, but well done for all your answers, and thank you all the judges. Let's move on because it's already nearly 5:30, and we need to keep an eye on the time. So last but not least, team from Tunisia, hand equal. Go for it. Let's hear this.
Communication is essential, but for many it remains a barrier. What if you could change that? Meet Sarah, a bright young girl who was born mute. Every day she faces challenges when trying to communicate with those who don't understand sign language. At school, in public, or even at the doctor's office, she often feels unheard. But what if technology could bridge this gap?
Hand Echo comes as a solution, an AI-powered glove that translates hand movements into speech, allowing nonverbal individuals to communicate instantly. Real-time translation, seamless communication, and empowerment through inclusion. Our prototype. On launch, it displays the glove's battery status and your location while providing access to past conversations. When activated, AI sensors detect hand movements, translating them into speech played through your phone. Simultaneously, the app converts signs into text, allowing users to review and correct errors. This feature enhances accuracy over time, making communication more natural and effective.
Here are two actual solutions that already exist in the market. SignAll, fixed camera system for institutions, high accuracy but too expensive and limited. Good for education but impractical for daily use. HandTalk, smartphone app using camera recognition, affordable but requires holding phone with one hand, limiting natural signing. And now our solution, Hand Echo, wearable smart gloves with sensors. Complete mobility allows natural signing with both hands and work anywhere. High accuracy, voice output, and reasonable price point.
Our AI, ethics, and technology, privacy and security, ensuring that user data, including gestures and that speech, is secretly stored and not misused. Accuracy and fairness. Our AI model is trained on diverse datasets featuring various hand size, shapes, and etc. Informed consent. Users must be fully aware of data usage, Inclusivity, Hands Eco is designed to be accessible to all. And finally, transparency, clearly explaining how the AI works and its limitation to users, ensuring trust and understanding.
Communication and promotion, target audience by focusing on non-verbal individuals, healthcare professionals, also social media, partnerships, demonstrations, and user testimonials. Why do we trust we will succeed? Real-world impact, innovation technology, expert collaboration, and rigorous testing.
Here are our team members and our mentors. Thank you for your attention.
All right. Last but not least, who would like to ask your first question? And I think we've got Emna on the call as well to respond to questions. Saba, do you want to kick us off?
Yes, please. I'm just trying to understand how it works. So if, let's say, I use it, I wear the gloves. Will the gloves have speakers to translate the hand gesture? I didn't get it really.
So hello. Sorry, can you repeat your question? Because I didn't hear.
Can you explain how it works? So if I want to speak and let's say I can't speak, but I wear the gloves, and the gloves, do they have speakers that will translate the hand gestures?
Yeah, so basically we did this work to empower the communication. So since sorry, let me just represent our project so it can be clear to you and we can like discuss more further to it. So Hand Echo is an AI-powered smart glove that designed to bridge the communication gap for the deaf and hard of hearing community with over 460 million people globally living with hearing loss and biggest challenges in communication, especially in environments where sign language is not widely used understood. So our projects works like since you are deaf, you can hear what the gloves say. That's what we are talking about. That's what we have like app that can directly have like Bluetooth connection and can write what the glove said and what the person that's talking to you what already said. So you can check the errors and correcting it so the accuracy can be higher then. And I answer it.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
How close have you both come to a working prototype of this hand gesture? So have you tried to create the actual AI models that will translate the gestures and have you had the chance for anybody to test it for you?
About our scalable this project, we wanted to be like you meant the target audience. Sorry, I didn't understand.
Apologies. I mean, the concept, I think it's really, really good. You're trying to give people a voice, right? The people that struggle with communication because they are, they have impairments. So the question is more around with the technology that you have built or the vision that you have for the AI and the role it's going to play. How far did you manage to execute that vision in terms of bringing that to reality? Have you been able to test AI models to try and convert the gestures into kind of words? And how far on the implementation of the project have you been able to achieve?
Well, about the technology we used, that's what you asked. We utilize a combination of hardware and software to create the glove. The hardware includes flexible sensors such as flex sensor and accelerometers, embedded in the glove detected hand movements. For AI processing, we use machine learning models trained on gesture recognition. The glove communicates with a mobile app via Bluetooth, which handles like AI processing or text into speech conversation. So yeah.
and you being able to make it all work together into a test environment.
Sorry?
You have been able to test it in real life, like get somebody to
No.
test it for you, or that's
No, so we essentially did the prototype, which gives like the battery of your gloves and your location and the past conversation you had with like others you met and want to check any errors or like you want to improve the accuracy or like want to change something. You know, sometimes with high speed, you can the sensors on the gloves can detect exactly the sign and can make like error, so you can fix it and be like it's for real world communication.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gustavo, I believe the team only had 2 days or 3 days maximum.
No, I understand. So
They
that's
did
why I was
brilliant.
trying to understand
Can't
clearly.
imagine seeing the glove at this stage just yet, right?
Yeah, we were like stressed, like just a few hours I knew I had a meeting, so I was totally stressed.
No, that's absolutely understandable. I mean, I was just trying to understand from the presentation how far the thinking went into execution, but it's absolutely understandable and it's a lovely concept. So thank you.
Yeah,
And
thank
well
you.
done for the presentation.
Tabitha?
Thank you.
I was keen to know a little bit more about your teamwork and how it felt with the good bits, the bad bits, if it was 2 to 3 days, that's quite intense. Tell me a bit more.
About our team together. Yeah, well, our team is built on collaboration. Each member brings a skill like AI, hardware, UX, and we interfere like fast. We share tasks, support each other, and keep the user at the center of every decision. Like we made a lot of hypotheses like to like solve the problem and make ourselves in their shoe what the problems they might find. Like it was really fun, like meeting other people and working and collaborating
Oh, we can't hear you
to
anymore. We lost you just towards the end, sorry.
sorry.
We lost you just towards the end of what you were saying.
Ah, I said that it was really good experience to collaborate with people we never knew, never met before, and like create as great and impactful, the like impactful project.
Great.
So yeah, we are not we didn't want another cool tech project. We want to impact that through teamwork, that skills, and like wanna bring it to life. Like wanna empower those who are like impairments, has impairments. That's why it comes from personal. It's my friend problem. She's a deaf also. She faced a lot of problems. That's why I got inspired of her and worked together.
That's lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. I think on this note, if there are no other questions, I'm going to take the judges away now, back into the backstage, just to discuss and deliberate. I'll come back very soon. I know we have a 5-minute break. So everyone, do please feel free to take a break, fill up your glasses, bring some popcorn before we come back, and we will announce the winners. I know we have the winning prize, second prize, and third prize. So do please stay tuned in. And when you come back in 5 minutes, I know Hannah has got a special quiz for you just to keep you all engaged and occupied. And I will be back very shortly as well. I'm just going to set the scene with the judges and come back very soon. So the judges, let's enter the backstage by clicking that special button. And I'll see you in the backstage.
Hey everyone, I hope everyone has been enjoying the session so far. While we wait for the judges to come back, we're going to have a little quiz. So I would love for you all to use the chat function to answer these questions. So the first question is, what is the theme of International Women's Day 2025 and what does it emphasize? Oh wow, we've already got one question answered. Accelerate action, amazing. SDG, accelerate action. What does accelerate action mean? So this is the theme, but what does it emphasize? To engage women more in the STEM industry. Yes, amazing. I believe it accelerates action to encourage young girls and underprivileged youth to take interest in innovation. Amazing. Towards gender equality. Improving health education and gender equality. Amazing. Wait for a couple more answers and then we'll move on to the next question. Drive action through advanced tools like AI and encouraging more people to be a part of this changing landscape. Amazing answer. Gender inclusion. Yes, amazing. These are all really good answers, guys. Right, should we move on to the next question? According to the World Economic Forum, how many years will it take to achieve full gender parity at the current rate of progress? I don't even know this answer, guys. 150 over 100 till 2050. 7,000, wow. 30, 10. I mean, this is a very like abstract question, right? How can we really truly measure achieving that goal? Someone said too many years. Yeah, I guess my question for this question would be, how are we measuring that progress? Who's to say that we've achieved that goal fully, right? Someone said not measurable. I can agree with that to an extent, you know? I'd be really interested to know the actual answer to this question. I don't even know it myself. So if anyone could let me know, if anyone could look up and find out the answer. Shall we move on to the next question? Oh, someone said 134 years. It's interesting. Right, let's move on. Which sustainable development goal focuses on achieving gender equality and empowering all women and girls? Oh wow, everyone's super quick. Everyone is saying 5. Right, shall we move on to the next question? You guys are so quick at answering these questions. I'm scared we're gonna run out of questions. What is the primary objective of the Teens in AI IWD 2025 Global Techathon Demo Day? What is the primary objective of today? Someone said, oh, the chat is moving so quickly, I can't keep up. To support ICT Day and get girls involved. Bridging the AI skills gap. To inspire us into innovation in tech. To encourage more teenagers, especially girls, to get interested more in innovation and AI to close the gap between men and women in STEM workplaces. Very good answer. To get more global conversations to thrive on ICT. Yes, very good answer. These are all really great answers, guys. To help kickstart projects and encourage young people of all genders and ethnicities to help change the world. Like that answer. To equip teens with the skills to tackle real-world challenges using AI. To assist teenagers, especially girls, build AI models that could address relevant world problems. Yes. Improving education, health, and gender equality. Yes. Accelerate action. These are all really good answers. I just saw someone got back to me. Someone said, this is about the previous question. At the current rate, achieving full gender parity will take until 2158, which is approximately 5 generations from now. That's really interesting. All right, I think we have one last question left. You guys are so quick at answering these questions. Like, this is the last question we have. Someone said that's a lot of years. It really is. But again, I think, obviously, sorry, I'm getting distracted by this question from before. I think it is a lot of years, but at the same time, we have to consider that what's the word? Prediction has been calculated based on the progress we've made so far, right? And I think we have to take into consideration how quickly maybe like the progress will be from now. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm thinking about all these questions. Name one key strategy to promote inclusion in the tech industry. Someone said more dialogue, definitely. Educate to recognize and fight bias, 100%. Implementing mentorship programs that connect underrepresented groups with oh, hello. What is going on?
Well, I don't know. It just appeared like.
There we go. I'm just going to carry on reading from the chat. Implementing mentorship programs that connect underrepresented groups with experienced professionals, 100%. Mentorship, right guidance, and awareness, yes, 100%. To end stereotypes on gender, systematically break down social and structural barriers, starting with access. These are all really good answers, guys. Provide more internship opportunities, 100%. Implementing diverse. Ooh, sorry, the chat is moving so quickly. Increasing awareness. Partner with organizations like Teens in AI to get associates involved, 100%. I mean, that's what we're here to do, right? Okay, I've been given some more questions. It won't be written on the screen share, but I'll read them out. We have some more questions. Who became the first openly transgender person to be elected to the US state legislature in 2021? I think this is such an important question, especially with what's going on in the news right now. Someone said no idea. To be very honest, I don't know either. But if someone could look up the answer to that question, that would be amazing if someone knows. Hi, Elena.
Hi. How is it going?
It's going really good. We actually ran out of questions. Everyone was so quick to answer.
Oh, wow. Everyone knows all the answers. Amazing. Yes, I was seeing all of the chat and everything. So well done to everyone for all of the great answers. Okay, so we are back. It is never easy to decide. We always make it hard for the judges. But we do have three projects that we wanted to highlight as the third prize, second prize, and the winners. Of course, as I always mention, everyone is a winner by virtue of just stepping into this journey, the adventure that we call it. And it's been really amazing to see you all grow. I've been receiving lots of amazing feedback from mentors that were coming by email and LinkedIn, and your local ambassadors who also have been learning with you. And it's been really amazing to see all of the projects and the stories coming out of every single Techathon. So the Teens and AI Prize, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing this team grow. And I don't know whether you can do any form of drum roll or any emojis before I say who the third prize is going to and what that third prize is.
It's the community award first.
Oh, it's the community award first. Oh, see, this is where I went wrong. So, okay, you guys are going to have to wait just a tiny bit more until the third prize, until we. This is a very special one, actually, yes, and this is going to be announced by Hannah. I know the community award is a very special one. Would you like to describe, Hannah, what this is and who this is going to this year?
Yes.
And then we'll announce the third prize. Go for it.
Absolutely. So the winning criteria for the community prize is to be an active member of the Teens in AI Discord server, engaging in discussions and providing support to participants. To have attended all mandatory local ambassador briefing sessions, demonstrating your commitment to understanding the program and the responsibilities. To have shown significant effort in recruiting participants, exceeding the minimum threshold and actively promoting the Techathon within your community. Showcasing strong marketing initiatives, utilizing various channels to attract participants and generate interest in your local event. To actively engage with other local ambassadors and demonstrate collaboration and willingness to share resources and best practices. And to have successfully incorporated your local community into the Techathon, engaging local members and judges to create a unique and impactful experience. So those are the criteria. So yeah, I guess we're going to announce the winner.
The drum roll.
So congratulations to Lungili Miley and Manda Nekavambe. Sorry if I butchered that. Congratulations, both of you. You have
Thank
won.
you.
Oh wow!
You're on the call. You're on the call. Amazing, congratulations. I've seen you every single call, on every single training session. You've been with us, Langili. So it's really amazing to have had you join us, and what a great effort. Congratulations. And I think this is
thank you.
$500 that comes to kind of support your efforts, community efforts in South Africa, in your specific location, Thohoyandou, right? Thohoyandou. So it's really I will learn. Yes, I will mispronounce. But really amazing. Congratulations. Well done. And what a fantastic
Thank you. And it was our first one. Thank you so much.
Well done, both of you. Wow, well done.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. And now on to the third prize. Am I right? Yes, third place award. Okay, so the moment you've all been waiting for. And I'm really pleased to announce that the third place award is going to the team from, drumroll, Tunisia. Hand echo. Well done, ladies. What a great project. And of course, what you're getting is a mentorship opportunity with me and other senior leaders from Teens and AI. You will also get free access to AI Adventures platform. We have, I think, more than 25 courses available and more being built with Sage. So Gustavo, your team are helping us build some cybersecurity courses, which are very, very popular. We will have some robotics courses. Of course, we have lots of AI courses already. Maths courses are coming your way as well. So keep learning. And this is being offered to you completely for free. And of course, you will be invited to join our next program in the summer, which is focused on AI for climate within the incubator program. It's a 5-day, also pretty intense program, but you're going to go much deeper into all of the concepts and create a project that hopefully solves some of the issues related to climate, also not undermining some of the climate issues that we have highlighted when it comes to AI, large language model systems and the development of thereof. And that's me announcing that prize. I think I'm going to pass this now over to Claire to announce the second prize.
Thank you so much, Elena. Just a few words to say how blown away I was by every team. Fantastic creativity, the level of maturity of the presentation and the project, the level of technology, technical skills, communication skills as well, these matters, were really, really amazing. So congratulations to all of you. Having said that, we need to score and to decide who are the winners. So I'm really pleased to say that the second place award goes to Team Amapiano from South Africa. So congratulations, team. Fantastic project. As you can see, it's going to be good prizes for you, as you can see. So the Adrenalino kits, mentoring from Red Hat leaders, as well, free 12 months membership to AI Adventures. So congratulations, team, well deserved. And free ticket, of course, to...
Fantastic. Yes, we'll be talking to the Red Hat team to see how we can get those Arduino kits to the guys and ladies in South Africa. So, but really looking forward to that. Amazing. Congrats. And on to Gustavo for the first prize, please.
I wanted to say that, as usual, this group of talented teenagers never fail to impress. I mean, I'm as blown away as everyone else with how much thought and care and passion that has been placed into those projects. The problems people care deeply, as you can see, and I'm super pleased to see the first place. It's it completely made me reflect that actually the teenagers nowadays, they are as good as many professionals that I see in the industry. I mean, the rigor, the quality, the way that the pitch was done, it was absolutely fantastic. So I just wanted to say I was completely impressed and blown away by every presentation. I do think that the world will be a better place, and I feel a lot more reassured when I see the talents that we are. It's coming from the next generation, and I surely couldn't do the same when I was growing up. So without further ado, I just wanted to say these specific projects, it ticked all the boxes for me. It's almost something that you can almost take to market almost as is. Like if you can execute the idea, I'm pretty sure that will have a lot of strong potential. So without further ado, I just wanted to announce that the winning team is from Pakistan. It's the project Futuristan. So well done, team. I mean, your solution was completely blew me away. I mean, I was super impressed with the quality of the pitch, the way that it was communicated, everything about it. It was absolutely fantastic. So I just want to say again, congratulations. I'm super pleased for you, and well done to all the other participants as well. And thanks for having me here, just witnessing these historic moments. Hopefully
Amazing. Well done.
many of you.
Yes, you're going to get tablets and, of course, mentoring with Sage Leadership Team, Gustavo. This will be yourself and your team. And I know there is a Red Hat Town Hall taking place literally next week. So you ladies will be definitely invited to attend. And, of course, free access to our AI Adventure courses and an invitation to attend the next program completely for free as well. So congratulations, the winning team. Futuristan, please do stay after the call so that we could interview you, say hi, and just gauge your reaction. And the local ambassador, Noor, if you're still on the call, please also stay with us to share your thoughts as well. So yes, I can see Noor is on the call. Amazing. Congratulations to the team and to the local ambassador. We know how challenging it was for you to organize this, and well done for bringing this to even a very remote area in the mountains of Gilgit, and it's been really exciting to see how your journey evolved. So Noor, this was your first time organizing this Techathon. Hopefully not the last time. So hopefully we'll see you again next year. And it's been really amazing to watch you all. So on this note, Claire, I know you are doing our closing keynote. You've also listened to all of the projects. I know you will leave us with lots of amazing things to think about and inspiring words. So it's over to you before we officially close our global demo days. So Claire, thank you so much.
No, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure and I learned so much. So briefly, I mean, at Red Hat, we believe that, and that's part of who we are, that's the DNA, that's our culture. We believe that best ideas come from anywhere. That is to say, who you know, your title, where you sit, none of this matters. What matters are the ideas, the collaboration, the drive, the engagement. The more diverse the team, the better the outcome. And this is really what I've experienced today. That was a proof of this. Your projects are living examples of what happens when bold, creative minds from all over the places are coming together. And so I feel really proud of to have experienced that once again. And you should be all proud of what you have achieved today. So, and if you look at the journey you've been through the past 3 months, you've all shown some resilience, creativity, innovation. You've asked bold questions. You have tested amazing ideas. You were really focused on making an impact. The way the presentation were shared today was really very professional, very impressive. So you should all be proud of the incredible journey you've been through, knowing that you are all teenagers. So that's really, really fascinating to me. So the future of the tech industry is bright, thanks to you. I'm really proud of what I've seen, and it's been an absolutely pleasure to be with you today. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, everyone. I think we're just 1 minute past 6. So this is very impressive because it never happens. We usually run over by much longer than that. But I am really, really grateful to everyone who joined us today. First of all, to all of the judges for dedicating your time and your effort, expertise, and all of the questions. And of course, our partners, Red Hat and Sage. We would not have done this without you. And we really hope that that journey continues and you could support us next year as well. And of course, the local ambassadors, those of you who are on the call and off the call joining us virtually as well, or perhaps watching us afterwards because so many of you are probably already retiring for bed. Thank you so much for joining us this year. It's been an immense pleasure working with you all. I have learned a lot as well. Every time we run this program, everyone is really learning, and there is still so much to learn. The technology is evolving. We are definitely trying to keep up with it at Teens and AI, and are trying to teach you what is really cutting edge and seeing what actually happens. So well done to everyone, all the local ambassadors, the teenagers, the parents who believed in us, and my team, who I know we've had quite a few changes in the team. We've even had a baby born into the team, which is really exciting. Yes, Natsika with a baby. So it's really been such an incredible journey for the entire team of us to see all of the kids, all 2,000 thousands of you learning and enjoying on the platform. So may this not stop, and let this curiosity take you as far as it possibly can, and let's all change the world for the better, because we really need to see more change. And so on this note, I'm going to leave you all to enjoy the rest of your afternoon, morning, or evening. And yes, that's it from me. Let's see what will happen next year. We're expecting even more. But of course, the winning team, please, if you could stay on the call, we would very much like to hear from you. And Noura's